Kochi Castle. Gonna take a break from the shrines just for one little castle. This is Kochi Castle, one of the original 12 castles remaining in Japan. The castle grounds and walls are meant to be built as mazes so that they confuse enemies when they get in. This castle was built in the 1600s, but it burned down a couple times, and this one was made in 1753, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. One of the only 12 remaining original castles in Japan. So here we're at the bottom of the wall, the inner keep. You can see people up on top there. Those cutouts in the walls are for guns and arrows. The square, or the rectangle looking thing right here, is where you drop rocks on people climbing the walls. So this used to be a gate, a really big gate. Not anymore, obviously. But coming up next, there's a trick gate, which is really cool. I haven't seen one like that before. Make it through this huge gate, you come up, there's a set of stairs right here, where enemies might think they'd be able to get up, but they can't. It was into like a locked room with like guards. Just a trick. And this right here is another gate, but it's also a false gate. So if you're running forward, you might not look right. Where that's the real path up, this is a fake one. And again, they would just use it as a decoy. Pretty cool. These big open areas in the castles are where the palaces used to be. So the shogun or the samurai didn't actually live in the big castle. It was a defensive measure for the most part. There were a couple that they lived in. I absolutely love castles. I go to so many castles. This is just the first one I'm YouTubing. And you're really lucky because this one's sweet. I didn't even know this was here when I came on my Buddhist pilgrimage motorcycle ride thing. This might be a standalone video, just a quick one. So here's the castle up the actual gate, not the trick gate. This is the top of the trick gate where the actual entrance is. See the main castle, another palace area. I'll show you. So on the back here, if you were to go in the main gate, or this fake one, it just comes out to the back of the castle, to the gardens. And I believe I read that these gardens, they kept these from the original plan. A lot of like these open areas, they burned down everything. You can see the door. Like they burned down the palace, but they kept the gardens, which is kind of cool. In order to keep this castle from being demolished during the Meiji Restoration, they turned this into a public park, which is really neat, I think. Going inside, don't stick your finger in there, okay? I can smell the wood. There you go. So it's not that big, like tall, but it's on a huge wall system, which is pretty cool. And it's original, which is extra super cool. So here's one of the rooms. I'm really impressed with this castle, or like the setup. So it's all original, but they remodeled the inside. Not like remodeled, but made it comfortable. Like Himeji is totally bare, but there's a ton of English, which is really surprising. Not a lot of museums and stuff in Japan have this much English. Pretty cool stuff. So it's got carpet, which is nice. So I like these areas. These are like hallways, and you can put up the sliding doors on the inside and the outside when it gets cold, but you can totally open it up like this. Okay, so that was one of like the guest house residences. This is the main keep. See how it's like wood? Yeah, so this is what I was imagining. This is a sweet diorama though. That person is as tall as a house. Stone dropping holes. Yes, This is, I think, is cool. There's 3 different kinds of walls you can build. It's like rough, medium, and like fine. And you can really tell the difference. Like in Osaka, it's definitely the right one, and here is the left one, I believe. Pretty cool. Stairs are like ladders. It's like this in a lot of castles. Here's a better like image of kind of what it looked like. So I was standing, there was Palace 1, or I guess that would be Palace 1. This is Palace 2. This is the main gate we went through. Right now we're over there. The carpeted area is right here. That's like a house, and then we're in here right now. Here is the trick gate that I was talking about. The gate that was not there, which was there. So pretty sweet. So this is the back garden area that I was talking about, and you can see up here, that's like the entranceway where I showed buy tickets and stuff. Yeah, it's really wild. There it is, the trick gate at the entrance. So these are some of the original ones. This is Himeji, the absolute best one, I think. This is Matsumoto, I've been there too. That one's really cool. It's smaller than it looks. Hikone, I have not been to that one. Inuyama, I've been to that one. They kind of all blend together once you've been to so many. This one's I've been to this one. They put it on like rails actually and moved it off that platform because they were repairing the walls. This one is Aizu Wakamatsu. That one's pretty cool. It's got a red roof, but it's all air conditioned museum inside. Let's see, what other ones? I've been to a bunch of these. This one with the red railings I remember, but this is Nagoya, the green roof, and then Osaka's around here somewhere, I'm sure. I've been to so many of these guys. This one's Osaka. That's the first castle I went to. Awesome. This one is Nagasaki, I believe. I can't read these very well. What else? Ooh, that one's cool. This one is in Okinawa. It actually burned down recently, within the past couple years. Yeah, these are pretty sweet. If you're into castles, definitely Himeji is like the first one I'd go to, but it's gonna be packed with people, like unimaginably packed. When Japan opens its borders, that place is nuts. Super beautiful, and it's gigantic, absolutely massive. Like, this is pretty small. That's the only thing I would take away from this castle, or like mark down, is it's not super massive. But I mean, there's not a lot of massive castles. Yeah, so this is the top, and this is where like the daimyo or the leader would come and like see his domain or like check enemy troops. A lot of these have shrines at the top, the bigger castles. Pretty cool. Yeah, and these stairs are like straight down. There we go. We're on the top. Let's see. All of Kochi. There's the main gate, entrance, Palace 2, Palace 1, garden. Yeah, it's just totally surrounded by mountains everywhere. Stadium. The ocean should be right here somewhere. I'm just walking around in circles. I don't know where. I thought we were closer. I don't know where the ocean is. Unless I passed it. It's right here. It only takes like 10 minutes to get there, I believe. Must be on the other side of one of these mountains. Yeah, pretty cool. These are shachi. They're magic fish. It's like a fish dragon, and they put them on top of the castles. The really rich castles, these are made of gold. So it's just a little town. This is like, I don't know, feels kind of like countryside. Like, yeah, it really is a small town, I'm not joking. Even though it's the state capital. Pretty sweet. So definitely if you want to see like a cool castle, I highly recommend this one. One, for like the amount of English. Two, it's really sweet. Three, original castle, that's a big deal. Four, Kochi is like really, I'd say traditional, but like they have a lot of shrines and temples and stuff. A lot of food. The beach is very famous, so a lot of samurai come from here. So I recommend this castle. This one's pretty cool. And not a lot of people come to Shikoku, so it's really cool you can say you've been here. Most people just go to Tokyo. I recommend it. This one is definitely pretty cool. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. And I'm only taking a half one because there's Himeji. Really sweet, really awesome.